Sarah had always loved cozy mysteries, and on this particular evening, she had settled into her couch with a steaming cup of tea and a new book. As she curled up under a warm and fuzzy blanket, the rain tapping against the window and the wind howling outside, she couldn't help but feel content and relaxed. She delved into the world of the book, getting lost in the story as the protagonist solved puzzles and crimes. The vivid descriptions of the environment around the characters drew her in, and she could almost smell the damp earth and the crisp scent of the fallen leaves. Just as Sarah was getting to the good part, her phone rang, interrupting her reading. It was her best friend who was going through a tough time. Sarah listened patiently as her friend vented about her problems, offering words of encouragement and support. After the call ended, Sarah felt unsettled. She had been so engrossed in the book that the interruption had been jarring. She took a sip of her tea, trying to shake off the feeling. As she turned back to her book, she noticed something strange. The protagonist had the same name as her best friend, and the details of the crime were eerily similar to what her friend had been going through. Sarah couldn't believe it. It was as if the book had been written specifically for her. She continued reading, her mind racing as the plot thickened. The more she read, the more convinced she became that the book was somehow connected to her real life. As the rain continued to pound against the window and the wind howled outside, Sarah found herself drawn into a mystery that seemed to be unfolding all around her. She couldn't put the book down, desperate to find out how it would end. The night wore on, and Sarah read until the early hours of the morning. When she finally finished the book, she felt a sense of satisfaction and closure. The mystery had been solved, and her friend's problems seemed more manageable now that she had a new perspective on them. Sarah realized that reading had not only provided her with a way to relax and unwind, but it had also opened her mind to new possibilities and helped her see her own life in a new light. She felt grateful for the escape that reading had provided her, and she knew that she would continue to turn to books whenever she needed a little bit of mystery and excitement in her life. In the days that followed, Sarah couldn't stop thinking about the book and the strange way it had tied to her real life. She started to look for more connections between the world of fiction and her own life, noticing little details and similarities that she would have never noticed before. And as she delved deeper into the world of books, she realized that the possibilities were endless. She could go on adventures, solve mysteries, and explore new worlds, all from the comfort of her own couch. The next time you find yourself feeling stressed and overwhelmed, remember that reading is a great way to relax and escape. Who knows? You might even find yourself caught up in a mystery that ties the world of fiction and reality together in unexpected and thrilling ways.